The Seven Virtues Stories from Hawk's Little Ranch. Blume, the Loyal Puppy by Dorinha Aguiar. One nice day, when we arrived at the Hawk's Little Ranch, we noticed that an intruder had been there and stole some of our things, leaving a trail of destruction and a big mess. For this reason, we decided to adopt a puppy to protect us and take good care of the little ranch. We chose a puppy that would grow up with Bebel and Bruno and become great friends. Blume was chosen among 6 puppies. She was the naughtiest, running around the jumping like a little goat. She was a Doberman, considered a dangerous breed. We already had parrots, parakeets, rabbits, kittens, and ducks, but Blume was the sweetest, the bravest, and the most loyal animal that we have ever had home. She was more than just a watchdog. She was our guardian. In the beginning, she was very naughty. She'd carry our sandals and shoes around and chew on them. She used to chew on furniture legs. She wanted to eat our little chicks. She destroyed some of our plants in the garden, and she'd make ducks flying out of fear because of the way she was restless. In a short period of time, she learned that other animals wanted to live fearlessly like her, and hopefully fearlessly too. That's how Blume became friends of all other animals that lived at the little ranch. To tell the truth, now I can see that we weren't as good to her as she was to us. As soon as she got to the little ranch, the vet told us to crop her little ears and her tail. We haven't questioned him about it. We just accepted his recommendation. It was said and done. For weeks, she had band-aids around her ears, and her tail. Oh God! Looking at it broke our hearts. It became a little stump. Was Blume said, no way. Apart from the pain, which certainly she felt and needed medication for it, she remained our friends and happily played with the children. Now I wonder if we have the right to mutilate animals like that. What do you think, Patsy? That pace? She went through a training program. Not that she needed to learn something. She was just different. She was so friendly and playful that she needed to learn how to be bolder. That way she could protect people in Hawk's Little Ranch. I believe people are a little selfish at times. It was months and months at the training program to get her to learn how to protect her family whenever she would get angry, that her on her back would stand up so whoever was afraid of dogs could run away and hide, because if she caught the person, that wouldn't be good. A big bite would be on the way. Because of this new rage she has, some people started to compare her to Ganembora, a creature half man, half horse, with special powers. He was black like Blume and very big. Unlike Blume, who had short hair, Ganembora had a very long hair that would touch the ground. He scared people but bring animals back to life. When Blume's training had finished, she started to protect us against intruders. It was enough her to hear any noise and would run fast like a flash in the direction, and would grow, showing her white and sharp teeth. She could get so angry to the point she would be foaming at the mouth. It was scary. We have never had anyone break into our house, except for dangerous animals. That's a true story, whether you believe it or not. One night, I was alone in the house with the children when Blume started to bark and growl. The children complained about a noise. When I decided to go check what was going on, there was very little light outside, and because of that, I was afraid of going out alone. I called out to Blume, and she happily came to me, only by hearing my voice that hour. In the middle of the night, when she used to be herself, on alert, always ready to protect us, I asked Blume, "What was that, Blume? What is going on?" She licked me and ran in the direction of my bedroom's window. I looked around the place, which didn't have much light. I wondered, should I be out late at night without any sort of protection? I thought to myself, I trusted Blume so much that I should see what's bothering her so badly. I took control of my fears and walked towards the place Blume was staring at with her hair straight up. I really trusted her. She was pretty confused and willing to show something to me, but at the same time, she didn't want me to get near the side of the house. She stopped in front of me, blocking the way to get there. No doubt something wrong was going on. I hesitated. Should stay or keep going towards it? She kept barking, growling, and her hair was standing up, even though I decided to follow her. "Come, Blume," I told her, and walked slowly, staying away from the walls, where seemed to indicate danger at that very moment. Blume looked desperate. She put her paws on my chest, stopping me from walking forward. I almost fell off my back. Regardless the bad light on the porch, I could see a huge red scorpion getting near a bedroom window, which happened to be open. I had goosebumps all over me. There was debris from a construction that was being done in that place, where the intruder had certainly been hiding during the day. I was scared and afraid of picking up any object from there. I was worried that more scorpions would be there. I rushed back to the house and got a broom. Blume wasn't sure if she should follow me or stay there watching the scorpion. I was really afraid of missing the target, so I aimed for that red scorpion and gave him a big hit with the broom. What a relief. I ran back inside the house and got a large glass jar. I leaned over the scorpion and carefully dragged it through the dirt, using the jar's lid, and finally put inside the jar. Done. When a little dog seems desperate, it's necessary to go and check what is happening. They are usually doing it for a reason. They are often right. That night I thought of letting the guineas falls out because they love eating scorpions. It's just the puma has been quieter and stopped attacking the birds. I praised Blume and thanked her so much for being so careful and brave. I gave her a milk cream cookie. I was so grateful. She loved them, although I know we should not give people food to eat. But it was for a very good reason though. She deserved that treat. I went back to sleep, but before that I made sure all the windows of the house were closed. Blume remained on guard, walking around and watching the house, keeping us safe and making sure we would have a good night's sleep. Blume was what she had always been, a good friend, careful, loving and loyal. Today, years and years later, I still get emotional when I think of her. She was our best friend, unconditionally and tenderly dedicated to us. As special as she was, that amazing friend decided to give birth to her 8 little puppies on New Year's Eve in 1990. That means we were there with her until 6 in the morning. Instead of partying and celebrating with our family and friends, as we usually do, she let me help her while she was giving birth and also allowed the kids to play with her little puppies, something rare for a mommy dog after giving birth to her little ones. She was always patient and careful with her puppies, sweet as she had always been with me and the other ones she loved. Later on, when the puppies were grown, we donated them. Seems like this separation impacted her. Since that happened, we could really compare her to the Gankenbora because she was trying to bring her puppies back. Every year, around the same time she could have new puppies, She got toys and little balls and nestled them snugly around her as if they were her puppies. Because of that, she got ill, but not before we started to turn away from her. We had to leave the countryside and go to the big city, and Blume came with us. Therefore, there was not much space at the new place, and she went to live at a dog hotel. When the car arrived to pick her up, she was forced to get inside it. She knew what's going on. She looked at me and covered her eyes with her paws. It was sad, so sad. As we were so wrapped up in our move, we didn't give her much attention. We never visited her. We never saw her again. Sometime later, we have got a phone call telling us that Blume was gone. It's not possible to forget it, because such loyal friendship is not supposed to end like this.